Hey, everybody. We're jumping in or back in with some more Rhona. We are going to finish investigating or basically start investigating the derelict space station. So, yes, this is a continuation of Shattered Space. Now that we've fully worked through the basically the quest line for um Andrasia, it's now me and her and Benjamin, of course. I don't know where Andrasia went though. Let's see. Oh, I don't see her. All right, so we're gonna look around and loot because that's what we do. The one thing we can't help ourselves is we can't help but loot everything. I almost want to ask Andrasia what's up.
Yes? You need something? Another time.
Yeah, another time. Well, I could ask her about our relationship, but it's still also new. That pack, definitely don't want to leave that. Is this the door? It is. We'll check everything in here first. Mm, no, honestly, what's our weight? Oh, it's getting up there. All right. Forgive me, but what we need to do is some little bit of housekeeping real quick off the bat. All right, you see, we got all this stuff. I didn't go and dump it off like I had originally planned to. So right now, we're carrying all this stuff, and I didn't really intend on doing so. Was carrying it so that we could dump it off at the recycler and get all the stuff off of them. But now we just need to lighten our load. But we are getting to the point where we do need to sell off a lot of stuff. I don't know why I did that. In truth, I don't know what these power cores actually do for you. But what I do want to get back, there it is, emergency power cell. I carry them around because, as you've seen, we've run into situations where, in order to open something or to open a door, it needs an emergency power cell. And just in case there isn't one conveniently just on the ground near where you are, and to avoid the inconvenience of having to run around and search for it, it's always good to have a spare. All right, let's get in here. Oh, doggy. Now,
Winner takes all this stiff phrase, is it not?
yes, I don't know if that aptly applies here.
I cannot give up.
Um, and what I mean by that is there was no competition here for us. So we are not actually the winner, right? We're scavengers, if anything. Some commented about picking the bodies, picking the bones of, dead whoever would have been probably a little bit more applicable here, because that is exactly what we're doing. We're like buzzards. Vultures. Come on now. Stop moving. Okay, that's the way we came in. Alright. Ready for a cutscene? Not really a cutscene, but glad there was more stuff around here. Here we go.
Hold on. You are strong. Concentrate. I'm trying, Surak, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmenting. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless.
Leave her.
Share this fate.
There's nothing you can do, bruh.
The great. No. No, it's happening. Surak, run. I can't stop it.
Holy cow. Holy schmoly. Alright, we gotta get closer.
But how? I should be the last. Is someone there or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
Alright. Engineering. After we loot. Alright. Ooh, 5,000 credits. What are you carrying all that stuff around for? Alright. Boom. Boom. Ooh. Alright. Felt like I was the only one in that fight. Was that true? Now, don't get me wrong, because Andrasia does have some good input, but I just think it's too far and few between, right? I want her to. I just feel like there should be more drama at this point right now. We are clearly on a Varun, space station that's abandoned. Let's make sure. Oh, that's why. I'm about to say, what in the world, man? Okay. Okay. And then, so at this point, I would want more drama and input from her. Just a little bit more, Because this has got to be very jarring. Just very, and then even even if it's kind of like to the point where you're kind of speechless or you just don't know what to say or you're still processing, don't we need to see that? Don't we need some sort of visual, just some sort of visual display that this is kind of, she's alarmed, you know, and doesn't know exactly what to make of all this. I'm not sure what Benjamin's role here.
I feel like a newborn child. I know nothing.
Join the club, bro. Join the club. Goat pie. Hey, credits. We'll take the credits. Whoa. And I just feel like there should be more commentary right now from her. Just more lines, just her speaking out loud. Questioning what this could be. What has happened to the crew? Where are they?
Curse you. Good one.
Yeah, radiation poisoning. I thought
Didn't stop this.
I thought lasers.
Shoot them, not me. Oh my.
Uh-oh. Frasia's really hurt. But I think she's hurt because I shot her. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough fight. healing?
Well, any fight we can walk away from this way. Necessary.
Where's Bats when you need it? They can shoot through the stuff, we can't. That's kind of annoying. Alright, wait. I'm getting shot from somewhere. I just can't tell where. Oh, there. Right, is that you? Is it you? Is it you? All right, that was not. It's not the welcoming party you wanted. You would hope for. All right, let's go down. Let's investigate our friends here.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
We are the scavengers. All right, is that Ben? That's Ben. I lost the other ones. The other two. Here's one. Uh-oh. They really have floated somewhere. Okay. Oh, Drasia, don't hurt yourself. Did they float up? Okay. You know what? We'll keep moving. Where are we headed? It wants us to go that way.
I hope this is worth the effort.
Everything's worth the effort. That's 40K right there, see? And then 10K and then 9K. Come on now. We just found 50K worth of gear.
This is Iraq Vetal. Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as Vortex Phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow
Think you're onto something, but oh, requires ID card. Didn't I just pull one off of him? Well, we did see that the marker updated. All right, are we ready for this?
This is Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city.
I'm hit!
Oh god. Well, it's because you went through the what's the name thing. You gotta be more careful. But I can't get through there? I could before. Oh. He'll be back. That's for sure. He'll be back. We just gotta prepare. Because it seems like every single one of them is like level 298. And they pack a punch with each hit. I'm not sure why I picked up the chunks.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Okay. Is that how we want to play it now? We gotta go through here.
Maroon operations are always as self-sustaining as possible. We have only ever been able to rely on ourselves.
See, I want more of that, right? And maybe that is what happened, you know? When you come through here, you got to hit the right trigger points to trigger the dialogue. And if you don't, you're not going to get it.
We need to get past these crates somehow.
There's no one there? Get up. Question is, do we need the loot that was behind number one? And the answer is not particularly. Okay, what we need. How close are we? I don't know how close we are. 5 of 20. Not close at all. But say we need to improve our laser skills. What happened to those?
The mission appears to have outweighed any considerations for privacy.
All right, I like that. Like I said, I just need a little bit more, but that's what I'm like talking about and what I was expecting is we need just more confidence. As much as we
I'm impressed. I could not accomplish that.
did we get what we needed? What's pointing us back this way?
Sirac vessel. Post-incident log. The Oracle has continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile. But we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
All right, we gotta check the computer. Something terrible has happened. While I try to remain analytic in my logs, I find myself terrified for all of us here aboard the Oracle. We have lost so many already. We had no time to prepare. How could we when it's our very friends and coworkers who turn on us in an instant? And even if we had proper time to react, how do we bring ourselves to kill those same people? The Oracle has jumped again, spurring on a second wave of transformations. We're losing too many too quickly, and what if the station continues to jump? Corn and I tried to reach the operations center to see if we could regain control of the station, but it is overrun with aggressive phantoms. Corn did not survive. May the serpent embrace him. Basira enlisted my aid in creating a new protocol for the Oracle to follow if we can only reboot the mainframe. Perhaps Nadine can help us connect to the operations controls through my computer here in order to install it. Thank this Thank the Great Serpent for small victories. Nadine was able to help us connect to the operations mainframe and install the new protocol. Now all we need to do is force the Oracle's mainframe to reboot and hope it prevents the random jumps we are experiencing. Once rebooted, the Oracle is now programmed to return to Varun Kai's orbit and transfer all of our research data. All we need to do is last long enough to reboot the mainframe somehow. Only a handful of us remain: Nadine, Basira, and Terrace. Nadine believes we can force the Oracle to shut down if we can reach the engineering bay, but we all know that our hostile brethren await us there. All right. Okay. Where to next? All right. Open the door. Come on now, I want some Koza. Don't even know what Koza is. Weren't we in this room already? Did I miss all this? I sure did. Are they behind us? It would seem that they're behind us. Now, what am I?
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Where's the other one? let's see. Due to power surge, okay, safety protocol 12.5 inactive due to a power surge. Secondary power cell has been ejected to prevent catastrophic failure. The secondary power cell must be reconnected to restore full power. Secondary power cell will be reconnected. Please ensure all personnel confirm. Unable to establish connection with the secondary power cell, please consult your licensed engineer.
Serpent.
Safety protocol in the event of power surge, the second person will be ejected to prevent breach. A license. Okay.
Bane. One of the power cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can just... No! They are coming!
Okay, there was one that was actually named. Where did she go? Nadine. She didn't float all the way up, did she? I don't see it. I mean, she could have became the unforgiving vortex man.
This is Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it is just a matter of time before we succumb to this energy that is turning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and I have programmed the Oracle to return to Varun Kai's orbit once it is able. All of our research will automatically be transmitted the moment we are within Dasra's range. I pray our work here was not in vain.
go in here. I think we have to get in and out before we get sucked through. So,
These damn controls! Why will they not respond to me? Work, damn you!
alright. Enable
Warning.
gravity.
Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1.
I prefer gravity, but I guess we all do. Right. Can't get out the door. All right.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there is something worth taking...
There she is. And I think confirm. All right.
Power cell collected. Report to operations for system reboot.
I don't see the third body at all. But I'm not gonna trouble myself over it.
The Vortex Phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong. No! Not now! I have to hold on!
Let's read what's her name's. Oh, wrong one. Let's read. All right, as I write this, there are three of us left: Sirach, Sierra, and myself. We have all accepted the inevitable, that either we're destined to fall victim to these vortex phantoms, as Sirach calls them, or we're destined to become them. I pray it's the latter. One final step into the unknown. The mortal aspect of me fears the change, but the scientific aspect hopes to embrace it. To my fellow scientists and loved ones, do not mourn me. Know that I bore witness to unimaginable things here. My only regret is not having the tools to properly study them. But as I said, death is upon me, and all mysteries are soon to be solved. Okay. Initial tests to utilize grav dry technology to open a sustained bubble have failed. Several attempts with the same failed results. There was no evidence of any prolonged amount of time when an object jumps from point A to point B. Another failure. Under our newest calculations, we discovered the Oracle may be unable to allot sufficient power to our laboratory testbed without needing to cut off necessary utilities. We have received permission to move forward with engineering project ID 79-354, which Dr. Bosovich believes will give us the power we need to conduct a successful experiment. Okay, I think that's everything. Initiate mainframe reboot. Now, for me, I would have liked to hear a little bit more stuff from Andrasia right about now. You know what I mean? Before we go do this, I'd like to. I don't know. I want to see how she's reacted to all this. Okay, she now knows there was an experiment that went completely wrong. All this is happening, and then we're about to reboot the mainframe, and it's just silence. That kind of, I don't know. I'm left wanting at this point. You know what I mean? I feel like we could have done better here. Okay.
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol. Station lockdown completed. All major systems on standby. Mainframe reboot completed. Warning, station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer. Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Poor Sirach. So close to seeing their efforts realized. You are a welcome diversion. I look forward to our next discussion.
See, that one comment there, poor Sirach, so close to seeing, their efforts, come through. I don't know. Like I said, that's just not enough. It There needs to be more there. And then when I talk to her, it's just the same old, same old. There's nothing added there. I mean, it just felt like I said, it just keeps feeling like missed opportunity after missed opportunity.
We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Someday we'll figure out how Ben gets so far ahead of us. Wait, is that where we're supposed to go? Okay.
Nominal, we are ready to depart.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're giving them the opportunity.
I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology.
Okay. Not what I
Our
was.
relationship, let us say.
Funny. I think about you all the time, too.
I would expect nothing less. You and I, we come from such different backgrounds. I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you are not House Varun.
We each bring something different, unique, and to this relationship. That's a good thing.
I am not suggesting otherwise. I... This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be true.
In 15 minutes, you're going to see. You're going to see. You just need to wait 15 minutes. Look, we might not all have the same beliefs, but we can make this work.
I would very much like to believe that, and yet, when the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. But you are not like me. You are not House Varun. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end?
A million different things could happen tomorrow. I think we should be thankful for today.
You understand, this is different. It is not what might happen, but what will happen. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost. How can I possibly move past this?
Look, we just need to enjoy the time that we have together. We can't worry about what's going to come.
It would be foolish to do anything else, I suppose.
Yet you're doing it.
You are so good at putting things into perspective. I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you.
I feel the same way about you. And I'll always be here for you.
Thank you, love. That means the world to me.
We're going to put it to the test in a minute. Wait a minute, what? Oh. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies.
Undocking complete.
We're about to go wreck some stuff.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live.
We are no threat to House Baroon, I promise you.
You have no right to be here. You will tell me how you found this place.
This was an accident. I was just responding to a distress call.
No signal should have left this system. But the Oracle was lost.
Yeah, something clearly went wrong.
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Forrest, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you must acknowledge the timing is curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined before we take further action.
Well, I don't really respond well having a gun aimed at me.
I understand, but you must realize that since you are not one of us, it is difficult for us to judge your intent. Surely, you would do the same in our position.
Great Serpent,
What's happening again?
hear me.
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek you.
What has happened?
Have I failed you? What is this place? Where am I? Why do you not show yourself? I strive only to follow your command. All must serve. Please, do not leave me in darkness. I seek only your wisdom, your guidance. Oh, Great Serpent, is that you? Is it your presence I feel?
Are you okay?
I feel something, yet I see nothing. Is this a test? What do you require of me?
I'm right here.
Great Serpent, I have done all that I can. The scaled citadel itself has been transformed to petition you. I know that all must serve, but I need more. I require guidance. Take pity on us and reveal the way forward.
Our leader, Anasco Varun, he has appeared like this over and over. So many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But usually they are hostile, lash out. Anasco is different. If only we could hear his voice, some reassurance that all is not lost.
He doesn't seem to be able to see us. He didn't respond to me at all.
What do you mean? Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasco in all this time, yet you claim to? Do not toy with me. Not about this. If you speak truth, you must prove it. What did he say?
All must serve.
By the serpent.
He said that? I heard nothing. Given the gravity of the situation, surely there is no way you would joke about such a thing.
It is no joke. No outsider would know our creed. It is never uttered beyond this city. Truly, you did hear Anasco. You have been chosen.
See, they did try right here, and I like it.
People of House Varun, hear me. We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine provenance, and she will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. You must help us. But there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word. You even have my assurance that your compatriot here will also remain unharmed. But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Will you commit to helping us by becoming one of the promised?
Well, it seems that Andrasia gets her way, doesn't she? All right, just tell me where to begin.
Excellent. Please, come with me. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! I must have what I revealed for now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Council, what is the meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles, the speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the Great Serpent himself. Soon, Serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption. There is a ritual intended for converts to the Promised that has not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this.
An outsider here in Dasra. These really are strange days.
So we need more of that, though. Like I said, I want it more from Andrasia. Just little comments like that. Doesn't have to be major.
Dinaza, I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands. I have other matters that require my attention, but I will see you soon.
What's that massive ship sitting above the city?
You mean, of course, the Morning, a crucial part of our history. It is the very ship that delivered Jinan Varun to this moon generations ago. It is, in fact, the ship upon which Jinan first made contact with the Great Serpent.
They don't make them like that anymore.
They have never made them like this. It was originally manufactured in the settled systems, of course, but we have made many modifications, improvements. Its presence is a constant connection to our shared history, a reminder of the chain of events that led to us being here today.
Okay.
So, the Great Serpent sends you to me.
No, Malibor did.
There is something about you. No husk that walk the Serpent's path. To enter the sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed. This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed, one of the promised?
Why are you calling me a husk?
You have not been filled with purpose by the Great Serpent,
Makes
so you are
sense.
merely a husk. But perhaps not for long.
Just like being called a rook, huh? Alright, rook. I'm ready.
Then enter, and I shall guide you along the Serpent's path. For this is a journey you must undertake alone. Your escort cannot follow.
Stay here, babe. I'll be back. Maybe. I don't know if I need to push her along or does she just show up when I get there? Probably. Yeah, see, she's already all the way down there.
You must walk the path. I am merely here to guide you along your way. I will await you at the end of the Serpent's path.
Hey, how come no one has been converted in so long?
A difficult question. The original converts were accepted in the years after House Varun first made contact with the settled systems. Once the Serpent's crusade began, there were fears that anyone from the outside could be spies, infiltrators. And after the crusade, few were eager to join. When Jinan Varun's son Jarek took power, we pulled back, rejected contact with non-believers. We removed any avenues for converts to find us. But there were those among us who hoped that one day we might help others see the light of the Great Serpent's teachings. And if we can survive our current situation, your presence here now might sway opinions on future converts.
All right.
Go on and continue to fulfill your holy purpose. Before House Farouk, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Jinan encountered the Great Serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. And thus, House Maroon was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back.
Oh, man. Well, gonna do it all over again.
The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Farouk to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will embrace you.
I think I almost was about to make that without the boost pack, but I just wanted to be safe. Is this where, like, in case you didn't make it the first time? Yeah, we weren't gonna make it that time, sure.
The people of House Farouk settled this world, at first in these very caves. Shinan Varun himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House Farouk first understood the truth of their place in the universe. And it was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of the shrouding. The Great Serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain. Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve. Let us begin the final ritual. While none since Jinangarun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify his bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise.
Not sure exactly which one. Always pick strength, but I decided to go with obedience this time.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew?
I exist only to serve the Great Serpent.
Strength of will and obedience to the Great Serpent will guide you in the days to come and until the shrouding. I grant you the title of Armiger.
Okay.
All will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the Varun fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them. Serve the Great Serpent. All must serve.
All must serve. Sweetheart.
I am glad we have a moment. I am having trouble maintaining my composure. Finding myself in Dasra has been overwhelming.
Yeah, I bet. Are you okay?
That is a complicated question.
You weren't sure you'd ever see Dazra again.
No, I was not. After everything that we have been through recently, I worried I might never see this place again. For that, I am grateful. If only this were just about me.
Right.
The Great Serpent has always demanded much of us, as individuals, and as the whole of House Varun.
Mm-hmm.
But to see what has transpired here, it is hard to believe this is part of any plan. Truly, it is a disaster.
Yeah. Okay, if it is a plan, then our being here has to be part of it.
I suppose that is true. Regardless, now that we are here, surely you must agree that we should do everything we can to help House Varun.
That's what we do.
In this case, I am very personally glad to hear that. It is an incredible commitment you have made to become one of the promised. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined such a thing.
Yeah. I'm always looking for some unique experiences. They don't get much more unique than this, I tell you.
I suppose that is true. All the same, I am glad to count you among us. I know we have much to do, but I did not want to leave it unsaid. Thank you. Something on your mind?
You got anything interesting for me?
It is hardly a present if you're asking for it, but fine. Here.
Hey, I always take that. All right, look, hey, how you feeling about our relationship?
Do you need to ask? Do I not make it clear how much I care about you?
I just like to hear it every once in a while.
Then I shall be sure to say it more often.
Okay.
Until our next talk.
All right, let's get up out of here. Okay, so that was a good conversation to have there, right? So I'm not mad at that at all because that was good. Does it really, was it enough? I'm gonna say no. Not in my opinion, it wasn't enough. But yes, that's what you want. You want her to be distressed and very torn about what's going on here. I'm glad to be back home, but I mean, one, there should be a little bit more about just a little while ago, we had killed her only, she did, but her only connection to Dazra was killed and destroyed, and there was no way to know what was going to happen. So there was basically, she was not going to make it back home ever. And now here we are. We're back here. She's here, and there has to be this, I mean, you know what I mean, this bittersweet elation, right? Like, I never thought I'd be back. I'm home again. I'm home again. What has happened? What could have happened? to all these people to, you know, to tear us apart, right? Tear this place apart. And like I said, it was almost there. I think I want to say they got me 75% of the way there with her on that. I think, and I hate to say it, but I think maybe 5 more extra lines that would have popped out, while we were on the station, 2 or 3 lines on the station while we were still going around, right? Some, just little, not just little things, what is happening here? Just something along those lines. I'm like, and then, and then once we land, they hit us with 1 or 2. I would just like to see 1 or 2 more, just comments, right? About what's going on, about the devastation, about being home, right? So I think right off the bat, as soon as we landed here, right, there should have been something, addressing the fact that she has returned home. And then somewhere down the line, there should have been something about, the devastation. And then, in truth, before we went into the what's the name, there should have been an interruption, and where she steps forward and questions us. Are you sure this is what you want to do? You were a non-believer just a day ago, just 12 hours, 2 hours ago, an hour ago, you were a non-believer, and now you're about to walk the path. Are you sure? And then, in truth, question our reasons for doing so. Are you doing it because they're making you, or because you think it's something I would want, or you know what I mean? And then that last conversation would have been, was appropriate, and I think that would have gotten me 100% the way right now about what's going on. And then that would be those, I think that would complete the immersion and complete, the storytelling aspect of things, where now here I am, I'm in Dasra, I'm here with my girl. She's home again after never thinking she was ever going to be able to go back home again. And, her homeland has been devastated. And I just feel like we're not getting the true dynamics here, the quality, storytelling that we would hope for here. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not, we never claimed that Bethesda was, old school Mass Effect level of writing, and storytelling. And they sure enough isn't Last of Us level of storytelling and writing, right? But come on now. We have managed to see games come out with that level of just dynamic storytelling and writing. And again, it's just you got me part of the way there. Just a few more lines, really, a few more lines of dialogue, 1 or 2 more interactions, and you would have got me 100% of the way there, immersed and fully on board with the devastation that has happened. Now, I will say this though, things are a little too sparse for my liking. I would have liked to see, I want to say, I would like to see Dasra a little bit more fleshed out as far as population wise. if you're going to have mourners, then you need to have mourners, and there should be, more than what we're seeing, and there should be, kind of a shrine or something, mourners. I don't know if you're trying to keep that under control. That's one thing, but then let us see that you're trying. You got forces up trying to prevent that. I don't know, but you like I said, you were getting me there, but you just didn't get me there all the way. So we'll keep going. So next time up, we're gonna make make it the rest of the way into the morning ship and talk to the council and move things on. We got Andrasia here with us. We know, and then for those of you, and I hate to be spoilery, but we've got about 5 main quests that we got to get completed while we're here. And those are going to take some time and some effort. And in truth, I don't foresee literally, it'll probably take an entire session to complete one quest. So each session is going to be just the next quest in the evolution in order to get through here. So this might take 5, 6, 7 sessions just to finish this up, and it depends. It really depends, right? How long the sessions are, and then just how much time we want to devote. Might take even more than that, because if we talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions, we're talking anywhere from 10 to 15 hours, and who knows, this one, it may take even longer than that. There's a lot of things that you got to get done, and there's some major decisions towards the end. And one of the things I wanted to go back and redo Shattered Space again was to change up the decisions I originally made the first time. And there's a couple, and the other is I want to see the impact on the settled systems of the alternate decisions. So that's going to be very interesting. So that's what we're going to do. For those of you who already know what's going to happen with Shattered Space, and you know those impactful decisions at the end, yeah, welcome. We're going to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm very curious what it's going to do. Okay, guys. Well, until next time, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.